According to the Food and Agriculture Organization of the United Nations, forests cover 31% of the world's land area. And in every 60 seconds, an average of 2,400 trees gets cut down. When we think of problems that affect humans, we are quick to mention tsunamis, earthquakes, but there is one major environmental problem, and that is deforestation. Deforestation is of the major environmental problems that has plagued both human, plants and animals in this 21st century, leading to various adverse effects which affects man both directly and indirectly. In this video, we shall be focusing on the effects of deforestation on humans. Do not forget to click the subscribe button for notifications about our Environment Go videos. According to National Geographic, deforestation is clearing Earth's forests on a massive scale, often resulting in damage to the quality of the land. According to Wikipedia, deforestation or forest clearance is the removal of a forest or stand of trees from land that is then converted to non-forest use. These non-forest uses could include creation of farms, ranches and urban use. Before we go into the effects of deforestation on humans, we shall be sharing with you some statistics of deforestation across the world. 1. The UN Food and Agricultural Organization estimates that 10 million hectares of forest are cut down each year across the different continents. 2. Since 1990, deforestation has robbed the world of approximately 420 million hectares. 3. Nearly 90% of this global deforestation has taken place as a result of agricultural expansion into forest areas. 4. More than 3.6 million hectares of virgin tropical forest was lost in 2018. These statistics of deforestation are certainly beyond numbers. They lead to a lot of negative effects on humans. When a large number of trees are cut down, it leads to a reduction of the soil's capability to hold water, as the trees which serves as a form of sponge to hold the water is no longer there. And with this flooding, comes the washing away of the soil which is needed for adequate farming, thereby leaving the farmers with no means of farming. This is another effect caused by deforestation on humans. Coined by the French botanist Aubreville in 1949 to describe land degradation, according to the UN Convention to Combat Desertification (CCD) 1995, desertification is defined as land degradation in arid, semi-arid, and dry subhumid areas resulting from various factors including climate variation and human activities. Trees are seen as one of the major sources of nutrients to the soil, and when deforestation occurs, not only is the soil stripped of one of its major source of nutrients, it also gets exposed to increased temperatures, leading to increased heat and causing the soil to lose moisture. And when this happens, the water cycle is affected and it causes a reduction in rainfall, or in some cases, no rainfall, and this leads to desertification. According to the United Nations Convention to Combat Desertification, the lives of 250 million people are affected by desertification, and as many as 135 million people may be displaced by desertification by 2045, making it one of the most severe environmental challenges facing humanity. According to a report published by UN, about 1.6 billion people's livelihoods depend on forests, from forest hunting to small agricultural farmers. When deforestation occurs, the resources that leads to the livelihoods of these persons gets greatly affected, causing poverty and malnutrition. In the Amazon regions of Brazil, deforestation is forcing thousands of indigenous people off their own land. This is another effect of deforestation. The after effect of deforestation is the changes in rainfall patterns, which could either cause excessive rainfall or extreme heat. And when this happens, planting and harvesting seasons gets greatly disrupted, affecting crop yield, which in turn causes low agricultural produce. Deforestation is also recognized as a factor that causes erosion which washes away agricultural products. At the wake of deforestation, animals are forced to flee their habitats as they seek for better habitats, and this leads to increase in contact between humans and animals. With this contract bring a leading cause of zoonotic diseases. According to the UN Environment Programme, 75% of all new infectious diseases in humans originate in animals. And such diseases include malaria, African trypanosomiasis commonly referred to as sleeping sickness, Chagas disease, Ebola and so on. Also, when deforestation occurs, it leads to the death of certain plants and animals which are used in medicine production. This is another effect of deforestation. As the forest serves as home to over 1 billion of humans, when these trees are cut down, it causes a great depletion in the resources of these community of persons as they are unable to cultivate the food they need. Although there are certain arguments about deforestation being needed in order to pave ways for food production such as palm oil, soy production and so on, but the process of deforestation weakens the biodiversity and fertility of a land, making it unable to be used for long-term farming productions. As the Food and Agricultural Organization stated in a recent report, forest degradation can be a threat to food security but also a product of efforts to obtain it. The costs of degradation need to be weighed against the value obtained. And finally, melting of icebergs. The cause of this can be traced to a change in climate, and this change is as a result of deforestation in the polar region. Through deforestation, icebergs are exposed to increased temperatures which in turn leads to the melting of the icebergs. And when this happens, the ocean or sea level rises, leading to changes in weather patterns that causes climate change. These and many more are the effects of deforestation on humans, and in a global bid to stop deforestation, the United Nations launched a decade on ecosystem restoration, 2021 to 2030, with the aim to prevent, halt and restore the ecosystem. So far, afforestation projects are going on, such as restoring Borneo's rainforest in the Asia and Pacific by planting a forest of 620 hectares. Afforestation projects are also being carried out by individuals. For more information, you can click in the link given in the video description.